Hi Aquarius, and welcome to your March 2021 general tarot reading. This could apply to your sun, moon, rising, or Venus. The messages could always go vice versa. And these messages are intended to be predictive, so if it's kind of resonating now but not fully, check back in a couple weeks, see how it resonates then. Also, feel free to go back in the video playlists and check out some readings from a couple weeks ago up to a couple months ago. If the title resonates, click on it and see if that is not, could be what is happening in your life right now. Anywho, so Aquarius. I feel like this month there's something going on with somebody that would be considered innocent, yet was excluded from a situation such as a child, or it could be a full-grown adult who wasn't given a proper voice, or who was just looked over by another person or individual. Whether that be your child, whether it be that somebody from the past wants to try and act like they never did that to your child. I don't know. However it uniquely resonates with you. There's going to be some kind of change in your perspective towards the world. I think that you may be trying to get a little less serious and become a little more playful and not take your job and life so seriously, or maybe you're learning how to separate the two. In order to accomplish this to its full, potential of these creative bouts of energy, is you're going to have to set aside your need to feel like fulfill some kind of perfectionism. Focus on the things that make you happy. I think you're going to be going back, or you're going to be like reviewing things in your life, and what is it that you can get rid of, like past emotional baggage or things that are just taking up thought space. There's going to be opportunities where you're going to be able to expand your career or your financial goals. Like, definitely there's going to be some money flowing in and out. Don't hang on to it too tightly. Don't hang on to it too loosely. Find that just right for you. So if you want to invest some, you want to save some, that's great. But don't be so strict on yourself that you don't go get your hair done, or if you want to go buy a new CD, if they even make those anymore, or something like that. Like, it just, if there's a new outfit or hat or something that you want to buy, a new pair of shoes, indulge a little bit, but don't get carried away. There is going to be an opportunity, if you're making yourself available for it, for somebody that's going to come into your life and reintroduce you to being sensual. Like that real sensual side of romance and connection. Now, like, as I'm saying that, for some of you this may turn into a long-term connection. For others of you, it's just to jumpstart that drive again, to get back there out on the scene. Somebody that's going to, really liven up that area of love and romance that you may have been neglecting. And I don't think, if this person does come in, I think it would be a mutual thing. If it's a fly-by-night kind of thing, whoever this is, it's mutual, it's fun, it's easygoing, and it could be promising to lead into something that develops into something more serious long-term. But don't rush it, and don't be too inquisitive of this person. Or, in a way, I guess what I'm trying to say is this person is probably also going through some of the similar situations that you've been through, and doesn't want to be pressured to give too much emotionally too quickly. Even if they're feeling that and you intuitively pick it up, don't try and pull it out of them, I guess. And you may encounter somebody who does this to you. And because if they do this, it's going to end up scaring you away. But don't, I guess if it's the vice versa, and this is somebody that comes in and does this to you, try not to get scared away by it. This person is just, looking for a little bit of security and knowing that they're investing their time in the correct area, and that you both are on the same page that, hey, look, there's no expectations. as of like, I expect you to do my dishes or take out my, or move in a month, you know, but there's a mutual understanding that this is something that you're both open to moving into a more serious direction. Yeah, so I think by the end of the month, you're going to be feeling like patience is coming a little bit easier for you. I think that if you've started quite a few new projects, or if you've taken on more responsibility at your job or within your home environment, that you're going to become more, I guess, settled in with this new routine, adapted to it. It's going to be more integrated into you know, your daily schedule, and you're going to be less stressed out, so therefore you're going to be feeling a little bit more patient. Mental stimulation is going to be important. I do believe that came up for Capricorn too. So like a sapiosexual type of stimulation with friends and even romantic lovers. So it's like you're only going to be keen to devote attention to people who can stimulate you mentally. You're going to find it attractive, or people who are intellectual, more attractive than people who are just like fly-by-night party, you know, like play-by-ear type individuals. Just be careful that when your opportunities to go out and let your hair down, let your hair loose, or when you do find this new connection, if there is some kind of spicy, crazy, exhilarating, romantic connection, not to get lost in the experience, and know that you need to be paying attention to details. All right, so some of the things also that I've been hearing was that your career is going to be great this week. Be careful not to bite off more than you can chew. There's something that's losing its luster, so maybe something that you had really romanticized from the past is going to be losing its luster. It's not going to be near as... It kind of reminds me of a situation of which, you know, somebody left you, discarded you, abandoned you, then wants to come back after you've started making a new connection. And this may be what this new connection is coming in for, is to help you to reopen that heart chakra and help you get to moving, you know, a little bit of your sacral root chakras, that you are attractive and that you are desirable. I think that you've been, you know, headfirst into work and family responsibilities, and not so much taking care of that whole aspect of love, relationships, and romance. I was hearing Venezuela, or Venice Beach, Antioch, heretic, limited capacity. So somebody from the past may come back up and try and have some kind of conversation with you, but I feel like you're going to be very unimpressed with the limited capacity of which this person's intellectual, empathetic energy, understanding, comprehension has grown, because you have far outgrown this person significantly. And you are going to be liberating yourself from this connection once and for all. Ludicrous had come up. Baby had come up. So there may be something to do with babies here. So if you're not trying to get pregnant, be careful, because you could get pregnant, or you could be dealing with a new baby. The color orange, and then tetanus or tetanitis, however you say that. And then Olympics. I don't know why this stuff is coming up, so it may be confirmation for some people out there that this reading will be resonating with you. I think that you are going to be a little bit hesitant on getting involved in any kind of new connections, even though it is suggested you should. Just don't get lost in it, because you really want to know who these people are. Like, what's your motive? Why are you here? What do you want from me? I don't blame you, especially today with as sketchy as people are and the lack of being able to go out and actually socialize face to face. I'm definitely not going to advise you not to be inquisitive about who people are, considering a lot of this stuff and connecting with people socially is taking place online. And we know how easy it is to cloak our identities online. And then something about Candy Crush. June or July, or it could be crash into me. So be careful driving, but there might be something like even like I'm kind of seeing like a grocery store situation where somebody accidentally crashes their buggy into your buggy type thing. You may be doing more research into the Kabbalah. Sam's Club, Sam Street, Samson, and then Samson and Delilah had come up. So be careful that somebody isn't just warming up to you because they want to get some kind of information out of you. And it could be some kind of old underlying connection that you had had that wants to come back. I was also hearing undertow, Landis or Landon, sophisticated ammo, Jory or Tori. Could be Corey. So if you are involved in some of those areas that received an extreme amount of snow, be careful, because if there's flooding, don't try and drive across, the streets where it looks like there's not much water there. It may have already washed away a small bridge or the roadway, and there could be, that current is a lot stronger than what you would assume it to be and would very easily take your car with it. So for your e-cards, I know those messages were all over the place. Aquarius, you do that to me. So we have Wrecking Ball, which adds up to a 10. So something is being destroyed, or something was destroyed, so something new could be built, but you need to forgive. Or somebody in this scenario needs to forgive. Spirit, soul, source, God, angels, whoever you identify with is currently hard at work to bring you what it is that you're thinking about. So be careful. What you think about is what you bring about. 3, there's collaboration. There's a third energy here, whether that be with source or with partnerships like friends, family, fuck buddy, whatever it is. I don't know why that came up. You may just need one to release some of that tension. And hey, as long as everybody's mutual about it, there's nothing wrong with it. Number 5, you could be dealing with a Leo, you could be dealing with an Aries, Sagittarius, Gemini. Over your shoulder. You need to give whatever it is that you have been hanging on to. You need to let it go. You need to stop thinking about it, over obsessing about it. It's blocking up your chakra channels, your energy channels, and it's making it hard for any new energy to flow in. It's like stopping it up and everything stays stagnant. So as long as you continue to look over your shoulder into the past and neglect to forgive whatever's happened back here, you may actually end up manifesting that back into your life as a new beginning in a different. So it's like dealing with the same trauma bond connection or traumatizing soul in a different flesh bag. So be careful of that. Bunny hop jive. I just heard Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. Can't remember quite what that one was about. Let me look it up. Number 4, you could be dealing with cancer or something about your foundation home this month. Okay, so bunny hop jive is whoever said you had to do it alone. It's tea for two time. Friendships, partnerships, even partyships are bounding your way. It's time to join hands and do-si-do with your sisters and bros. Togetherness brings miracles now. So, in other words, don't be afraid to let your friends help you, friends and family. And you may just meet, what I'm hearing is like the love of your life through an acquaintance or through a friend who introduces you to somebody that becomes an acquaintance, becomes a great conversationalist, and then a great lover. Whenever you're ready. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pull these cards here. We are going to be focusing or setting our intention for Aquarius. General reading, March 2021. Aquarius, I'm going to go ahead and turn down the volume and speed the video up so that we can get these cards out. All right, here we go. Alright, Aquarius, so here in the middle of your spread, and I like to focus on the middle of the spread first because I do feel like this is one of the most important cards because it does touch every other card in the spread, so that means it is influencing every other card here. So this would be the core energy of what's going on. So we have the Six of Swords in reverse. And mind you, this could be vice versa, or it could even be somebody that you deal with that is closely enmeshed or entangled within your situation. And this is could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but it's also indicative of somebody who's unable to move on. There's stagnancy, and there could be some kind of travel issues or issues with your vehicle this month. And this being your first card is also a very important card. We have the Six of Swords in reverse, Catty Corner to Judgment in reverse. And Judgment in reverse can mean that somebody's in denial. There's been an error of judgment here. Somebody may fear changing an opinion because they're being controlling. It could be dealing with an Aquarius, not an Aquarius, I'm sorry, an Aries, a Libra. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse also, which could have to deal with something to do with somebody hanging on to some kind of rejection in the past, having a hard time letting it go because it was an unfair situation. Somebody completely controlled the situation here. Whether it be relationship, legal, career, family, however this resonates in your life. And then we have the Two of Coins. So it may be that somebody is hanging on wanting to make a decision here. You know, there's two choices. There's multitasking. Somebody who's weighing many options. Maybe you're weighing, or somebody is weighing, letting something else from the past go, something that used to provide some kind of stability, security, that they want to let that go now and move towards a future. It does seem like there is some kind of progress here, but somebody has to look behind the veil, something that they avoid looking at because they're afraid of seeing their own monster. You could be dealing with Scorpio or an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Somebody being hesitant to make a choice to heal something, possibly with you, Aquarius, or you possibly needing to make a choice to face those fears, face that rejection, and fully feel it and transmute it, take control back of your life, and devote yourself more to your spirituality or some kind of growth here, or it could be vice versa. There is some kind of new opportunity coming in, possibly from the past. It's going to be streamlining in. Again, could be dealing with the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Aries. Yeah, you're not feeling very fulfilled. I definitely think that you need to get out there and put yourself out there. I think, you know, the channeled messages are saying that, you know, maybe by making some new connections, some new friends, socializing even, whether it be, I know with COVID that makes it hard, but even if it be via like Skype or getting involved in some kind of group chats, or it could even be a group with common interests, like a book club or whatever it is. If you like esoteric, get involved with talking or learning, working together, engaging in those, you know, exterior individuals from your day-to-day environment, and just like really kind of freshen up here. It could be that you have an Aries or an Aquarius. It could be another Aquarius who is hesitant to make some kind of choice because they know that they fucked up. They fucked up being dominant, controlling, ruling. This could be a judge. I believe it was Capricorn also. So if that area, like it's judgment, court, definitely watch the Capricorn video. I'm hearing adjacent possibilities. So maybe that you're dealing with a situation of which it arises that you just become kind of stuck in the energy for a moment because you don't know which way to go. Just take some time out and breathe, meditate, just do some self-reflection, take a bubble bath, whatever it is that you got to do in order to decide what you want to accept. But I do believe that there's someone or something that was critically hard and judgmental of you in the past is coming back, and they may not be willing to fully let go of their point of view. You may, and I was hearing earlier, let bygones be bygones. You know, if it just settles out some kind of irritation or some kind of drama that's on your plate that you don't want to deal with anymore, just let bygones be bygones. Forgive it, release it, so it stops reoccurring. So it stops coming back. So it stops being, too much food on an already overloaded emotional or mental plate. So then we have the Nine of Coins in reverse and the Page of Wands in reverse. I don't feel like this is you, Aquarius. And just so you know, Aquarius, I will be doing an extended that will focus on love. I will further clarify this, which side this is coming from, try and get who, what, when, where, and whys. And then I will do a reading is specifically aimed at your love life, romantic love life for March 2021. So the Nine of Coins, I think I just said cups and I didn't mean to, but the Nine of Coins in reverse, it would seem like, I feel like this is somebody else that's coming in who may be very impulsive and looking to, they have some kind of ulterior motive here. And I think it may be money and sexually driven or passionately driven, like it's impulsive. And I think this might be why you're like, who are you? Where did you come from? Where did you go? Maybe it's somebody who had popped up in your past that just randomly showed up and then randomly disappeared and left you with a crap ton of responsibility. Maybe an extra child. Maybe an extra responsibility, a financial burden that they should have helped take care of. Like, let's say they got on your phone plan and then dipped off with the phone but didn't pay for the phone and left you looking at, like, taking a bad credit hit or a medical bill or a legal bill, something that you fronted for them that they turned around and they dipped off and fucked off the responsibility. Excuse my language. It kind of pisses me off. It's like somebody who has a duty to hold themselves to a higher standard or promise themselves to be of a higher standard, doing a mediocre job or less than mediocre, less than half-assing it, just like figured like, oh, well, Aquarius will take care of it. I don't care. Why would I need to, lighten the load for Aquarius? Like, this person's very self-serving. All right, Aquarius, this could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You could be dealing with a earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It may also be that you've suffered some kind of consequence because somebody that you are a coworker with or that worked mutually with you, whether that be via romantic relationship, business, however it resonates with you, who did not pull their weight and then critically compromised some kind of decision or choice that you had to make that made you end up, in the end, made you look incompetent. It does look like this person wants to come back and treat you as if you're still incompetent. Be careful of this person. I'm going to go ahead and take this over into Patreon because this video is getting kind of lengthy. And I will further clarify this exact spread here, figure out the, who, what, when, where, and why. Then we'll pull a separate love spread, see what's going on with your love life this month, and I hope to see you over there. If you'd like to join me, I'd love to have you. If this is where we part ways, Aquarius, woosah. You're going to need to take some breaths and really think about this and whatever scenario this is, whether it's you directly who is doing this or somebody that done this in the past towards you coming back in. All right, Aquarius, take care, and I'll be back before you know it with another reading. Bye.